It's easy to fall into self-pity when things go wrong, or to blame others around us. What's hard is to go through these challenges while taking full responsibility and learning from them. If you're going through a dark moment in your life, please learn these Stoic advices from Epictetus to guide you towards the light. Epictetus was born a slave in Hierapolis, Phrygia, today known Pamukkale in Turkey, around 55 AD. He faced the harshest circumstances: slavery, limited access to education, and a crippling leg injury. However, he did not let these adversities define him. Epictetus's name itself didn't even have a formal meaning. It just meant acquired or gained. Despite the bleak conditions of his life, Epictetus's introduction to Stoicism was a turning point that transformed his outlook. It was a chance encounter with a man who had knowledge of Stoic philosophy that changed the course of his life. One day, as he was fulfilling his duties as a slave, Epictetus overheard his owner, a prominent Roman, discussing the teachings of the Stoic philosopher Musonius Rufus with a guest. The conversation centered on Stoicism's principles of virtue, wisdom, and the power of one's own mind in the face of adversity. This encounter served as a spark of enlightenment for Epictetus and changed his life forever. He was captivated by the Stoic wisdom he heard, realizing that this philosophy could provide him with a path to inner freedom and resilience, even within the confines of his enslavement. It wasn't long before Epictetus expressed a burning desire to learn and practice Stoicism. His owner, recognizing his earnestness, granted him permission to study under Musonius Rufus himself. Under the tutelage of Rufus, Epictetus immersed himself in the study of Stoic principles. He learned about the importance of moral virtue, the value of self-discipline, and the Stoic idea that our thoughts and judgments are ultimately under our control. Imagine this: a slave by birth that never felt the savor of freedom until that moment, emerging as one of the most influential Stoic philosophers in history. As a slave, he had no power over his external circumstances, but he realized that he had complete control over his own mind and judgments. This insight allowed him to find peace within himself. As he said, and I quote, "Some things are up to us, and some things are not up to us." This simple but remarkable quote is a powerful reminder that true freedom lies in our minds. Epictetus emphasized that external events may impact us, but our reactions are entirely within our control. By cultivating a Stoic mindset, we can maintain inner peace during even the most challenging days. Another quote that made him popular through Stoic wisdom was, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters," meaning that no matter what happens or what you're going through in your life, you can embrace it and react properly. Can you control it? Or is outside your reach like the sunset or the fall of the snow? If it's outside your control, leave it be. Focus on what you can control. Epictetus's wisdom reminds us that our thoughts and judgments are the keys to our well-being. By consciously choosing our responses to life's difficulties, we can free ourselves from the chains of negative emotions. One of Epictetus's key teachings is the virtue of resilience. He often equated life to a gymnasium, where we develop our character and strength through challenges and hardships. Just as athletes grow through physical resistance, we grow through life's obstacles. This coming from a disabled man that walked with a limp. Some say he have had it from birth, others that was his enslaver that broke his leg, but there are no official sources that truly can tell us what happened. Yet Epictetus encourages us to embrace difficulties as opportunities to strengthen our character. He believed that adversity, rather than being a hindrance, could be a catalyst for our growth and personal development. "Difficulties show a person's character," he said. "And when these happen, it's up to you to decide how to deal with them." Stoicism teaches us that we need to be resilient, be able to resist the hardships of life, just like a branch resisting the wind, but without ever break. Not only that, but also on how to endure those hard times. Epictetus's life as a physically disabled slave exemplified Stoic endurance. He faced severe limitations and injustices, but he never wavered in his commitment to Stoic principles. His story reminds us that no matter our circumstances, we have the power to endure and thrive. Another one of his quotes is, "Endurance is a noble quality in a person's character. By dedicating his life to Stoic wisdom and turning himself into a better and more valuable man, he ended up getting his freedom. Not because his enslaver Epictetus freed him, but he gained his freedom after the Epictetus was put to death by Domitian, after Epictetus aided Nero in committing suicide. His journey from a slave to a prominent Stoic philosopher is a testament to the transformative power of philosophy. He not only became one of the most influential Stoics but also inspired countless individuals across centuries. His teachings on ethics, resilience, and the importance of focusing on what's within our control continue to guide and empower people to this day. From a slave to the teacher of Rome's brightest students, including the future Emperor Adrian, Epictetus, life is a reminder of no matter what happens, one's life can change. His words and wisdom inspired many others like the great Marcus Aurelius, and even several authors from our times. Imagine a man that had nothing, one day influencing the most powerful people in the planet, teaching and educating people for over 25 years on how to become mentally stronger and creating better lives. As we reflect on the story of Epictetus, we find a profound example of how Stoic philosophy can transform lives. His experiences, from slavery to Stoic enlightenment, inspire us to embrace Stoic wisdom and find strength in the face of life's challenges. We hope that this story serves as a reminder that, even in the most trying times, you have the power to cultivate resilience, wisdom, and inner peace.